Hey bikers, Biker Man back with you. Today we are out at Sister Grove Park in Princeton, Texas. This is new dirt for me. It was like a 25 minute drive from the house. Usually I like riding right out my back door, but I saw this on the map and I said, let's go check it out. It's all single track mountain bike trails. There are some hiking trails, but I didn't get a chance to look at those because bikes are not allowed. But it was a fun day, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you on the other side. So the first loop up is called Puppy Loop. It is 1.6 miles. It's really like a warm-up loop. There's nothing too crazy. It's mostly flat. There's some open areas, which is really nice. Goes back into some wooded spots. Nice little loop, but really just kind of a warm-up for what you're going to encounter the rest of the trails. So hope you enjoy. So you guys can see a few of these spots that I was either on a bike with a little bit bigger tires or a little bit more suspension, or if I was just a better rider, like this little tree ride right there, you could enjoy some of these trails a lot more. And this was my first time here, so I'm hoping that maybe when I head back in the future I'll be able to take these a little bit faster, but I was being a little tentative, I think, on a lot of these. But anyway, there's some fun spots, some stuff that you definitely would enjoy more if you came here more often, or if you're just a better rider. All right, next up, Safari Loop, 2.2 miles of heavily rooted trail. You'll see here in just a second the kind of thing that I'm talking about. It was pretty rough for an old 43-year-old like me on a 15-year-old hardtail mountain bike. It was uncomfortable. Of all these trails, this was my least favorite. These little creek crossings here were probably my favorite parts of the trail. They were fun, but that was pretty much the highlight for me. Unfortunately, of the four trails, this is the one that I would least look forward to riding again. And actually ended up banging me up pretty good. I was a little sore from it. All right, from my least favorite to my favorite of the 4 loops, Lake Loop, 1.8 miles. This one also had routes, and truthfully, they all have routes. It's just the nature of riding in these forested areas, but this one had a lot of exposed spots that were out in the open, good little pedals. There were a few spots where you could get going pretty quick, and I just enjoyed it. Now, the downside would be if it's in the middle of the day in the summer, it's going to be a little bit warmer because of those open exposed areas, but for me personally, it's the one that I do look forward to when I go back and ride again, of going through and hitting it pretty quick. So hope you enjoy. All right, and finally, the last 2.8 miles of Sister Grove Park, Sister Loop. Now, this one kind of was a combination of the previous 3 loops. Has some easy, flat pedaling, like Puppy Loop. Has a lot of routes, like Safari Loop. Has some fun spots where you can pick up speed, like Lake Loop. And for those of you who are better riders than me, it also has a couple of expert sections that you can divert from the main trail. I did not do that just because I'm not comfortable with my skills, but if you are someone who is a little bit more advanced than what you're seeing in this video, definitely check them out. It's nice that they have those for you guys out there, and you can see an example of one of the diversions right here coming up. But otherwise, there's also a nice little spot where you can stop and see a pond area, and yeah, some great nice single track. So hope you enjoy this one. Alright, bikers, that just about does it for Sister Grove Park. Fun new dirt. I enjoyed it. I look forward to going back in the future at some point. I was a little bit sore, and I think if I was more familiar with the trails, I might have been able to get a few laps in, and I intended on doing it when I first went, but I was just a little beat up from those routes. That said, I think I'll be able to find some better lines out there next time. And there's definitely some fun stuff, and I look forward to getting out there again in the near future. So thanks for tuning in. If you can, I'd really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel. I've been putting a lot of work in, and I want to keep this stuff coming to you guys. Like and share this around if you can. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you out there.